Hello. Greetings, my fellow cretins. It's been some time. It's been some motherfucking time. I filmed this a few days ago, but the video was out of focus. And it's been so long since I've sat down and filmed a video. And I hadn't originally planned on making a kind of cliche update video. I was just going to jump right back into making videos because that's what I've been wanting to do. But this is going to be a bit of an update video because I know some people have been reaching out to me and wondering where I went. I'm sorry, I can't speak English. By the way, all of those that still leave comments on my videos and stuff, I'm very active on YouTube. I'm always on YouTube. I still get notifications for comments, so if I don't reply or something, there's like a good chance that I read your comments. And I do appreciate the people who are trying to encourage me to get back into making videos, because I'm really trying to do it because it's a hobby that I used to have so much passion for, and I watch my old videos and I used to have so much passion for it, and now I'm really trying to fucking stop being a piece of shit. So this is kind of an update video. I'm gonna kind of give you a summary of what the fuck happened to me the past year and a half. So I'm gonna keep this as brief as possible because the details can get quite gritty. Last year, my family lost their house because they didn't pay taxes. I have no idea. Please do not ask me because I have no clue on, what happened. I just know that my grandmother and my mother did not pay taxes for a few years, and they lost the house that we were living in. I had to move out on my own when I was 18, and I didn't have a job. I didn't have a car. I had a job, but it was a temp job. So I was renting this place, and then I lost the temp job, or as they call it, ending your assignment. So that was a really rough patch, and then like a few weeks after I had lost my job, I found out the place that I was renting a room at was actually a scam. There was 2 fraud queens who were renting the house. They weren't paying rent to the owner, and then when I moved in, the owner was in the middle of the eviction process, or towards the end probably, and yeah, we're being evicted. So one day they just up and left, and the next morning the sheriffs came and told us we're being evicted. So we had a week to leave. They gave us a week because the owner knew that there were people at the house that didn't know that we were, being evicted. So that sucked. I was in Hollywood for a week during my birthday. I got to see my dad after 6 years. And then I was staying with a family friend. And that's when I made this kind of like second update video. So it was 3 people in one room. And someone also, I mentioned that in a previous video, and someone said, "Oh wow, is this how life is in America?" Fuck you, this is California. If you come to any high population, high cost of living area, you're gonna have a lot of housing issues, and California has a really bad housing issue. Anyway, I was staying with them for a while. I found a job, and I bought my first car in December, and then January I moved out on my own. So I've been on my own for a while. Not for a long time, 6-7 months now? Time has flown by, and then my mom died in February. And I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat it like some people like to do. Oh, it's something devastating happened to me. No, my mom died in February, and that kind of topped the cake for like the past year, for the worst past year that I'll probably ever experience. Homelessness, having just, being scammed and losing jobs, and then on top of that, my mom died. So I'm not really going to go into detail about her death. Those of you who know me personally or have me on my personal social media know what happened. It's still a little bit of an ongoing process, but she died towards the end of February, and her death was not a natural one. It was very devastating the way that she died. So the reason, it wasn't just the fact, well, let me back up a little bit. Some of you know that I had a bad relationship with my mom growing up because she was very abusive to my sister and I. She was severely mentally ill, a lot of undiagnosed mental illnesses. We were always poor. But towards the end of her death, her and I didn't live together, so our relationship was pretty good. I would see her once a week, so it wasn't that bad. But the thing is that her family, I'm not going to call them my family because they're not my family. Her family hated her. All of her sisters, all of her nieces and nephews all hated her, and they all made her out to be an enemy. So when she died, all of my aunts and all of my cousins were suddenly acting... I'm not saying I didn't expect this, because of course I expected this, but it's definitely weird. One moment they're talking shit about me, and they're talking shit about my mom and how much they hate us, and we're not allowed to go to my aunt's house just because they hate us so much. And then the next minute, here they are, kind of just being the friendliest I've ever seen them before, being the most loving I've ever seen them before. And it was definitely bizarre because I had never really interacted with that part of my family very much because they always avoided my mom. So that, it wasn't just dealing with my mom's death, it was dealing with everything else that came with it, which was everyone's eyes were on me because my sister didn't want anything to do with the process of death. So I had to take care of everything, the cremation, the funeral. Luckily, my aunt did step up in a time that I actually needed it, and they helped me, organize the funeral. They helped me organize the cremation. They were calling places for me, so they did help me a lot. I'm not saying they're horrible people. And I know they, for sure, no doubt in my mind, that they are feeling guilty about the way that they treated my mom. And I know my sister, because my sister and my mom also had a bad relationship. My sister didn't want my mom to see her grandkids, and I know my sister admitted to me that she does feel really guilty. So that's just what I was going through, was just all of this family constantly calling me, all this family constantly reaching out to me, all these, and even my father's side, most of them don't know who I am, don't know who me and my sister are. Maybe a few of them know, but because my dad is the outcast and my dad is a loser, they don't really care about us. We are not part of the family whatsoever. They don't even know our names. They don't know we exist. So when my mom died and I was trying to reach out to, I call her my white grandma because it's my dad's grandma and she's not really in my life either. I was trying to get a hold of her. I was contacting my white cousins and they suddenly knew who I was. How weird is that? So that's basically that's what has taken a toll on me in the past few months. Some of you who I played Left 4 Dead 2 with know that I just stopped playing games. Like I just don't really have the drive that I did before. And I think I'm slowly recovering because I'm really trying to force myself to, change up different projects and trying to do different things because I don't want to mope around for months or even years on end. That's so unproductive, and I really want to get back into making videos. I miss playing games as much as I used to, but it's perfectly fine. The few months that I did take to kind of just dwell, it's perfectly healthy. I needed some time away from doing everything else because I didn't want to do it, and that's pretty normal after someone close to you dies. So that's where I'm at. I also wanted to mention that I'm not going to be focusing heavily on politics as much as I was before. I still love politics, and some of you who know me personally, I can't keep my fucking mouth shut. But politics has caused me quite a lot of drama online, and I don't want to have this mob rule after me all the time. So then make political content, but I don't want every video to be political. I really want a lot of more comedic, shitposty kind of videos, and with some politics, maybe some serious talks here. It's really just gonna be a fucking mixed bag of utter garbage. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I have my car, and if y'all want to hear me vent about my car for a minute, my motherfucking car, I bought a 1996 Toyota Camry. Not anything special by any means. Very old car, older than me. Yes, I'm very young. And that car has been a cursing upon my life. I have spent $3,200 getting that piece of shit repaired, and I bought that car for $1,500. And the last owner did not take care of it. He was like some Syrian fuck who it was just a whole mess. But my car is good now. My car is in perfect condition. I spent so much money. My car is basically a brand new 1996 Camry. I'm living on my own. The place that I live at is great, very friendly. I live in a very safe neighborhood now because the place that I was staying at before wasn't very safe. So everything is good right now. Everything's good. Right now I'm mainly working on my health because I have health issues. But overall, everything's fine. The days pass and I'm feeling better. So for those of you who, reach out to me on other social media platforms or just still comment on my videos, I know who you are, and I mean, I don't want to sound so creepy, like, I remember who you are, and I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot. Like, I think about it, and I just appreciate it. So, thank you. And God bless.